So you want to feel supported in your pose. Sitting up on a blanket or adding supports under your knees. I have a nice pillow here by my computer for when I'm sitting on the floor there. Thanks to Hudson. With practice, we can learn to externally rotate our hips and come to a seated position, and then internally rotate our awareness. Make sure that your legs are comfortable. Sit up gently tall. Rest your shoulders on top of your ribs. Rest your hands on your legs. Gently center your head and close your eyes. Feel your hands, feel your body touch the earth. Feel grounded. Check in with your breathing. Just gently bring awareness to your nose. So the energy of seeing with the eyes closed, just bringing focus and attention. Just a gentle noticing of breath to begin. An overall softening of your whole being, all the layers. Notice how the breath can help release tension. I'm just trying to bring the mind into a quieter state. Gently follow breath. And as promised, a little bit of awareness of the root of our torso. It's called the mula. And that's at the pelvic floor. Close your eyes and just a little awareness there. So think about those two bony points of your sitting bones. So on either side, you could do a little side to side and rock and feel sitting bones. And then in the back is your tailbone coming down, and the front pubic bone. So we have those four bony landmarks. And thinking of a gentle gathering towards the center from those four bony landmarks. So it's like kind of like a hammock of muscles, layered muscles. Just be aware of that area for a few moments, gently drawing in towards the center and lightly up, like a small flame of a candle. So we just create a light, energetic toning in the subtle core. It's a good place to bring some awareness. We might not shine a lot of awareness on that area. It's good for our well-being, and it can be a source of strength in your yoga practice. Inhale deeply down from your, inhale deeply down to your pelvis. So breathe in deeply, let your breath travel downward. And then exhale, chest to low belly release. Inhale down to the root. Exhale, chest, release down to belly. One more like that, slow, deep breath. Inhale from up to down, just thinking downward. Exhale, release your chest and your low belly. Hands together at your heart. Gently lift that skin at the heart center and bow your forehead, keeping your shoulders down. A moment for centering and intention. Be softly present. Inhale, lift your chin. And breathe in, release your arms, sit tall. Breathe out, take the bow and arrow arms, so fists pulling away from each other, and bring it out to a twist to the right. So now we want to encourage the Uddiyana Bandha, the low belly towards the spine, to support our backs. One more time, energize your arms, reach them away from each other. Exhale, hands down, easy twist, look back. So the toning in the low belly and the toning in the pelvic floor are connected to each other. Turn your head, look the other way, take another deep breath. And exhale, release to center. Inhale, bow and arrow arms, stretch them away from each other, come into twist and breathe a few times. Core strong. Activating the upper body with the arms. One more time, energize, reach your arms away from each other. Exhale, soften, hands down, look back, twist. Let your eyes relax towards your nose. Not straining the eyes, but letting them gently follow the direction of your head. Turn your head, look back, take one more deep breath. And release back to center. Low belly toned, wave your fingers. Inhale up to a halo arms, shoulders down, good. Shoulders off the ears. Engage in the low belly, maybe try that mula lift in the root of the torso as well. And let's try some breath fire, not too much, just it's even inhales and exhales without stopping, maybe 8 to 12 times. One more inhalation, deeply, and then slowly exhale, release your arms. Bring your hands back, fingers forward, elbows bend, lift your heart. Lean back and lift up your feet, squeeze in your legs. So it's like boat with the upper body, legs squeezing in. Try to curl your feet in, getting small with the legs. And then relax your legs, stretch them out. Point your toes, reach with your heels, cross ankles the other way and squeeze them in. Curl in your toes, keep your heart lift with your upper body. One more time. And then exhale, feet down. So keeping that action of curling your legs and feet in, bring your hands forward nice and spread, and take back your legs. So that's jumping back, coming to your tabletop. Take a moment to cushion under your knees if you need it. Let your hands spread and draw your low belly up towards your spine. Inhale, lengthen lightly, nose gaze. Exhale, flex your spine, round deeply, drop your head, navel gaze. Inhale, nose. Exhale, navel. One more of those waves of breath, nose and navel. Come back to neutral. Taking your right arm and coming to threading the needle pose. Palm up, carefully lower down. So you can add a blanket or pillow if you like. Come to the side of your head above your ear. That left hand on the floor is supportive. The feet can come together. It's a good pose for mula bandha. Exhale. Bring your left leg straight back and sweep it out to the side. And if you can, take your arm, that lower arm off the floor and reach around that leg. Keep the breath steady. One more time. Inhale, press into your left hand and rise up and over into Parigasana. side bending, grounding the left foot, ground the right foot as well. And remember to find just the right amount of sensation in each posture. Listening and honoring your body. And release. Second side, spread the hands, tabletop. Threading needle, left arm coming through, lower carefully to the side of your skull. The right hand is a nice supportive anchor here. And just relax as much as you can. Maybe your toes come together. Meditate upon your root a little bit. Try to find that lift in the low belly on the pelvic floor. You could stay, or coming with me for the other side, taking your right leg out. Left hand reaches around that leg wherever it reaches. Steady waves of breath. And fifth one. Let the energy of inhale bring you up, and the energy of exhale bring you over. So you feel this all down the side of your body, down into your hips and legs as well. Just find good sensation, breathe into it. Soften your gaze. Breathe out one more time. And inhale, release up. And come back to quarter dog pose, tucking toes under. Carefully try to tuck all your toes, including your small toes. And then come back and let your arms and chest come into downward dog position. Head down, hands spreading, shoulders broad. One more time, breathe out. And then inhale, lift your hips up a bit and take your right leg straight out to the side like we did in Parigasana. And then sink back into quarter dog again. It's okay if you untuck your toes behind you or leave them tucked. Just one more exhale, gently deepen. And carefully release back to tabletop. Back into quarter dog, bowing down, reach your heart towards the earth. Come up slightly and take your left leg out, ground your foot, and go back into the quarter dog shape. So we get a nice release of the inner leg and groin. One more time, a deep wave of breath, be present. Let an exhale finish. Inhale, come up, release your leg. Let's come out into upward facing dog. So let your belly stretch forward, roll your head back, your shoulders back. Gaze down towards your nose. And then pick up your knees, flip your feet over, come to downward facing dog. Let your head hang free. Breath with sound through the nose, even waves. And just one more time, take a deep breath here. Exhale, bring your weight back towards your legs. Inhale, shift to plank. Just keep your feet in the same place. Trying to make calmness when you're creating effort. Let them be calm effort. And then step forward one foot at a time and come to half lift pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold wherever your hands reach. Release. Knees bend as needed. And then inhale, come up to standing and roll your shoulders back. Arms by your sides, ground your feet. Arrive. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. For Cynthia, crossover side bend, bringing your right leg around in front of your left. And then side bend over to your left side. Take your arm up and side bend. So this helps get into that whole side of the hip. Find a place where the sensation feels good. We do want a little low belly tone. Concentrating deeply on each form. Use one more breath to explore. Maybe you want to side bend a little bit more. And come out slowly, release. Other side, crossover. This is good for our brains when we do cross-body movements, balancing with our feet crossed. Shoulder down, arm up and over, making yourself into a crescent. You can send your hips out to the side a little bit to create good sensations along the side of your body. With your steady eyes, help your mind be steady. And that one more time, deeply breathing. Come to exhale, enjoy that space as well. And when it's complete, come out slowly, release these actions. Pinkies out to the side. Inhale, reach up as far as your arms will go. And exhale, release. Don't judge it. Tops of hands. Inhale up, maybe higher. Exhale down. Thumbs up, inhale, reach. And release. Last one, palms up, opens the shoulders so that we can get that biggest reach. Add the reach up of the eyes. And exhale, arms out, forward fold. Release your hands, shins, feet, or floor, head down. Halfway lift, strong in the belly, extend your heart forward. Nose gaze. Exhale, bend knees, spread hands, legs back. Plank pose, 5 breaths. Knees down is fine. Just 5 breaths, so give your best energy to it. One more time. Upward dog, knees down. Carefully roll shoulders back, belly forward, nose gaze. Exhale, transition to downward facing dog. And hold for 5. One more time. Inhale, step forward into half lift. So we stretch that in breath. Stretch the out breath, fold forward, curl towards your legs. Inhale, stand up, wide arms, lift your heart and gaze. And exhale, stand tall, right into the next one. Breathing in, reach your arms. Breathing out, down the center, forward fold. Halfway lift, third position. Exhale back, hands and feet as wide as the mat this time, if possible. For plank pose, wiggle yourself into a nice straight plank, wide hands and feet. Active pressing, so that openness in the hands goes all the way up to the shoulders. And bring down your knees. Trying a wide leg upward facing dog. Just keep your knees down, stretch your belly, roll back your shoulders. Table and downward dog with wide limbs. Breathe out one more time. And then bring your feet into the normal distance. Make sure your hands are comfortable, maybe reset. Trying to add a figure 4 here. So take your right leg, bend your knee, bring your ankle above your knee on your other leg, and just explore downward dog with that cross leg shape. Nice warmth into the body, one more breath. Release your leg and let's come down for a moment just to relieve the arms, pull back. Exhale. Second side, return to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And add that, like you're sitting in a chair with your leg crossed with your knee out to the side. Try that figure 4 shape, downward dog. And so your arms are gonna compensate a little bit for that leg. So just keep pressing them. Know that it's impermanent. And just give yourself one more breath in the pose. Release, take one more breath. And then step forward, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Take your elbows and release your spine. Soften your knees. This position allows the shoulders to hang out of the body. And it's a nice place to meditate on the mula. Again, find that low belly curling upward and then the pelvic floor lightly toned. Even if it's just an idea to begin with, let your attention try it. Breathe out, lengthen your spine. And come back to standing. Maybe take your waist with your hands, bend in your knees to stand up. Add that upward reach to complete our sequence. And release. Release any gripping in your feet. Bring your hands to your waist. So the fingers gently encourage the core awareness. You gently bring your fingers into your body, finding your high lunge pose. So step your right leg back on the balls of the foot and bend your front knee. Concentrated brain, steady eyes. Adding a twist variation, so twisting towards the bent knee side. So you can take your left hand to your back leg. So we're going to change our gaze, but find another steady point. Fourth breath. And fifth breath. Bring it back to center. Bring your back heel down, warrior A. So feel how grounding that back heel changes the energy of the shape. And sweep up your arms, exhale, shoulders down. Lift your chin, keep your neck long, lift your chin to gaze at your thumbs or towards them. Remember not to strain your eyes or your brain with your gazing. It's really just about focus more than where the eyes actually are. Breath, bandhas, drishti. So the drishti is the eyes. The bandhas we've been talking about, the breath is steady. Bring your hands to your heart center. Lean forward, see if you can balance on that front leg straight for a moment. Back toes down okay. And return to standing. Calming yourself with an exhale. Other side, fingers hugging into your center. Step back to your high lunge. Give yourself a little time to find that balance. The eyes just come off the nose, out to the floor. Establish. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, twist towards your bent knee side. Take your right hand behind you to your back leg if you can. You create the right amount of depth in the pose for today. Deep breathing. One more time. Use an exhale to unwind your spine, bring your back heel down. Inhale, arms up, palms pressed together. So think long neck, lift chin, gaze down towards your nose as you seek thumbs. One more time, present and still. Exhale, hands to heart. Lean forward, press your back foot, warrior C. Just a few breaths. And exhale, release your feet down. Breathe out, low belly towards the spine. Bend your knees, step out wide either way on your mat. Wide parallel feet, prasarita. Long spine, inhale. Forward fold with mindfulness, knees bend as needed. You might need to bend to bring the hands to the floor. Take a moment to draw the shoulders into the body, to draw the low belly up into the body, to lift the roots up into the body. And take your right hand out in front of you a little more, to your left hand out to your left leg. Sorry, your right leg. I confused myself. So left hand to right leg, twist. Just the right amount of sensation for your body. So use these last couple breaths to see if you have a little more space in the pose. And exhale, back to center. Other side, so left hand goes forward a bit, right hand comes over to the left leg. So let your head relax. Let the breath reach in to the rib cage, the sides. And gently look for space, a couple more breaths. One more time, breathe out. And let that finished breath come back to center. Inhale to come up to standing. And exhale, just relax, stay steady. Transition to warrior B. Turn out your left foot towards the front of your mat and add your knee bend. Back toes still facing onto the side, along with the hips and belly. And then reach out the arms. Relax the shoulders down. Turning your head. Everything is Virabhadrasana B right now. Be fully present with the actions of your body and breath and mind. And then changing the shape a little bit. Reverse warrior, your own favorite way. Release any gripping in your feet. And breathe into your rib cage one more time. And then bring your arm back down. Touch your thumb and index finger together. And then bring your arm overhead for extended side angle pose. A gentle gaze reaches towards the reaching hand. But we're concentrating on the whole body as well. And breathe out one more time. And inhale, release. Come to the other side for those three. So warrior B, turn out the right leg, bend the knee over the ankle. Float out your arms. Turn your head to the right. Shoulders down, rib cage breath. So by breathing in the rib cage, we create some stillness in the low belly and pelvic floor. That effort is below the breath. Exhale into reverse. Gently leaning back. And exhale, thumb and index finger together. Reach your top arm, shoulder off the ear. Turn your gaze towards your hand. And the gesture with the right hand representing non-separateness. The Atman, that individual self connected with the universal self. Forward breath, one more time. Gently feel that finishing death exhale. With the inhale's energy, release these actions. Spread your arms and legs. Release and step back to the top of your mat. Take your feet as wide as your mat, just comfortable, easy legs. So bringing energy and prana into the body and storing it in our tissues with this practice. So we've got a lot of prana built from the practice so far. So just using a light fist with your right hand, go up the inside of your arm, just lovingly do these light little knocks. Think of gently bringing the prana into the tissues. Do this a few times. Be super loving towards yourself. Gentle touch. Other side, up the inside of the arm, down the outside. Just relax and enjoy. Trust. When that's complete, cover your chest with your thumbs. Start at your around your sternum to wake up your energy body. And just avoid your breast tissue, but cover your chest. Work your way around your front rib cage. And then rest the hands in the belly for a moment. And circle over to your left side and around. So over to the left and around the belly a few times. Just lovingly. And return to center. Take those loose fists again for the lower body. So you can bend your knees as you work your whole surface of the front of your legs. So remember the sides. Maybe a little extra attention on the sides of the legs today. And then the lower legs are bony in the front, so just find a little space around and the feet as well. And then coming up the back of your body, do the outside of your lower legs, inside of the lower legs, inside of the upper, and the outside of the upper legs. So just cover, work your way up to your hips, backs of the hips. Try to touch everything and then rest your hands on your sacrum. Gently lift your heart. Feel the energy. That awakening. Just visualizing the energy stored in the body, deep in the tissues. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, reach for the earth. Work your feet into normal distance. Fold forward. Half lift. Exhale back. Lower to belly. Your right knees down. Hugging your elbows. And carefully come down. Locust pose. Hands by your chest. Feet together. Lift your legs. Lift the corners of your mouth. One more time, give it energy. And let yourself relax. Turn your head to the right, relax everything. Ground your front body. Inhale, locust again. This time the palms face up, so knuckles on the floor, arms lift straight along your sides. Feet together, lift your legs, lift your head and shoulders. Shalabhasana. See if engaging your mula bandha, your root, a little bit will help you feel supported from your center here. Give that another breath. And relax everything, turn head to the left. Feel your heart beating. Finish and exhale. Hands by your chest, press forward and up to come to your knees and bring your knees together and sit back towards your heels. Okay to come to easy pose if this is too much for your knees. Heart lift position, fingers forward, lean back to your hands, elbows bend. Look down, so you might see the tops of your cheeks as you have a downward gaze. And if it feels good for you to take your head back, you can. Press your hands broad across the heart. One more deep breath. And then come forward to Balasana. Bowing down, child's pose, soft shoulders. Deep waves of breath, clearing out the cobwebs in the back of the ribs. Exhale. Forearms to the earth and bring them forward on the mat. Diving out into dolphin pose. Straighten out your legs, head down. Press your forearm bones into the earth. Nice flying upward energy in low belly. Exhale, hips back, head down. Inhale, transition to side forearm position. You can be as creative as you like to be, but your shoulder over your elbow. Use all your limbs. Use your mula bandha. And just one more breath, hold the earth away. Other side, find to take the knees down. Work with yourself, be careful. Staggering feet, it's helpful, using all the limbs. Lift out of that shoulder. One more time. And carefully let your knee come down, bring your hip down, and come out to your side with a bent elbow supporting your head. Take your hand to your low belly and just use the bandhas to help you balance here. So lightly tone low belly and pelvic floor. And then inhale, lift your top leg, reach for it with your hand. You can take your toe or just use your hand around wherever you reach. Anantasana. Leg has energy in it as you reach it up. And one more time. And exhale, relax your head down. And bring your leg down as well. Bend your knee. Take your palm down, reaching for the top of your foot or ankle. So we get into a little bit of a half bow shape here. Letting the ankle rest into the hand. Relax. What can you soften? And then draw the heel towards your hip and take one more breath. Release your leg. Come to the other side, finding balance. Just cradle the head. Take your top hand to your low belly, just feeling that stillness. And inhale, turn your toes towards the sky, lift up your leg. Use your lower leg to help you balance, as well as your bandhas. And then take that leg or big toe. Come on up. to your bent elbow position. So you might think resting on the floor, but really whole body activated on the floor. Balancing in all different ways. And exhale, relax head and leg down. Half bow shape, palm down reaches for the foot or ankle. And just let that top foot rest into your hand to create a light half bow. The eyes are steady. Maybe they take a little rest when it feels appropriate. Stilling consciousness. Let the breath be your focus. And finish one more breath. And release these actions to your seat. So back to belly, press forward, back. Cross your ankles and come through. Ardha Matsyendrasana, fold in your right knee. Left foot comes round. Sit tall. Inhale deeply. Exhale, take your tall spine into twist. You can do a grounding hand position on with your left hand. Bring the heel of your hand to the root of your big toe. Look back. And same for 8 breaths. That's about halfway through. There's more space in your pose for the last part. Find that sweet spot. One more time. Energize, twist, look back, and exhale, release your twist. Transition to figure 4 before we do the other side. So take your hands back, lean back a little bit to release your legs to figure 4. So your foot can be as far away as you need it to be. Just finding your cross leg position again. Arms supportive but lifted out of the shoulders. And then twisting over towards the right. If you'd like to lift your back arm off the ground, press your palms and try another breath there. And back to center, release. Other side, fold in the right leg. Fold in the left leg. Bring the right foot around, sit tall. Exhale as you're ready. Twist your spine, looking back. Heel of the right hand to the root of your big toe. Just feel yourself arrive. Check in. Find your steady breath. Find your steady eyes. And now for the final breaths, make sure that you are in the sweetest expression for yourself today. Just the right amount. And one more time, relax and breathe. When your breath releases, come back to center. Transition to the seated figure 4. So spin your fingers back. You lean back into your arms. Make room for your legs to come figure 4. And your foot can be as far away as it needs to be. If you'd like it in close, you can have it in close. Work with your body. Adding a twist. You've still got one arm back for support to begin with. And let's try palms press if that feels possible. Give it energy, one more breath. And exhale, center and release. Bring your feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Draw the heels in close. Weave your fingers. Come around your toes, sit up tall, tuck your chin. Deep breath. Keep your chin tucked, tuck your tail, just curl yourself forward like you're trying to place your forehead on your feet. Calming. Gently find your own range of motion. Try a deep breath into the back ribs. Deep breath into the side ribs. And last one, deep breath, front ribs. Inhale, rise up, straight spine, tuck your chin. And exhale, relax and lie down. Bring with you any clothing or props you need for finishing. Just lie down legs straight, tuck your chin, reach your arms forward, and roll yourself back. Carefully land on the center of your skull and bring your feet into bridge shape. Just take a moment just to find evenness and stillness and ground yourself. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let your awareness and breath travel down to your pelvis and lightly tone your pelvic floor. Keep that toning and inhale, lift up into bridge. It's okay if your head slides away from your feet, make space for your spine. Keep trying to hold that toning in the mula. One more breath. Exhale, bring your spine down. And now relax your pelvic floor completely. Very important to be able to do that as well. Soften. And try that one more time. Bring your feet in slightly closer, slightly wider. Closer to your body, wider from each other, so that's not contradictory. Inhale. Exhale, the breath travels down the body to the root. So lightly tone the pelvic floor towards the center and up. And then inhale, lift up into bridge. Just trying to find that subtle engagement. Soft breathing. Just one more time. Keeping the mula engaged, or that idea of it, all the way down. Once your spine releases and rests, let the pelvic floor relax completely. Coming into two knees in, and happy baby pose. Lifting the hips up a little bit off the floor. Maybe more, combining a little plow variation with a happy baby. Calming on your back, resting. Breath is steady, body steady, brain steady. Exhale, feel complete. And bring your spine back down to the floor, your hips down. Arms down, palms together or underneath your hips a little bit. I'm doing some scissoring. So pause for a second, engage low belly lightly. Try to engage the mula lightly. And then cross and uncross, traveling down towards the floor. Don't strain your low back. That's where the bandhas come in. As you get lower, it's more challenging. Use the subtle core. Make your way up Just do this a few times your own way. Once you're upright, go back down. And this time when you come up, rest your feet together, let them relax, and release your arms. Palms together, hands in the air. And then lower your arms and legs away from you till you feel a little challenge in your core. Hold steady. Not straining the low back, so if you've gone too far, just bring your legs more upright. And exhale, knees to chest, head to knees. Just letting the low back lengthen. And let your feet rest to the earth. Cross your legs, stack your knees, bringing your left leg on top. And then come over to the right side of the body for resting twist with that crossover, looking back. Let everything slow down and soften. Let this be part of our resting practice. Just the most subtle engagement of the bandhas in a pose like this. Very subtle. And then relax through an exhale. Finish your range of motion. Returning to center, mindfulness. Cross legs, other side. Work with your body. Stop when you need to stop. Turn your head and relax. You can take the left hand to your waist or your hip and just encourage that part of your body over to the side a little bit. And the eyes close, letting the eyes notice the stillness of the brain. Third breath, slow way down with your breathing. If there's any more room for your pose, find that. And you breathe out again. Release these actions to center. Knees in, lengthen, slow back. And slide out your legs. Make sure your spine is aligned and centered. Find to support underneath your head. And just let your body relax. Round your back body into the earth. Just notice where your body touches the earth. And then notice those spaces where it lifts away, under the wrists, behind the knees, below back and neck. A beautiful balance of opposites. So this outer layer of the body, all the way down to the DNA, is this first layer, this outer layer of 5. Let it relax completely. Hands soft. The layers of the body called the koshas. The outer body, the Annamaya kosha. The body that's made of food. Resting. Second layer is the Prana Maya kosha. Prana, the energy body. Through the breath. Chakras. the nadis, the rivers of energy, the spinal cord, the main river of energy. And then the next layer in is the Manamaya Kosha, letting the mind take a quiet state. Releasing our hold on thought forms. The fourth Kosha is the wisdom body, the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Soften your hold on your deepest beliefs and expectations. Let them rest and dissolve. Coming into the Pancha, the fifth Kosha, the Ananda, the bliss body, Anandamaya Kosha, center of the heart, where the true self resides, the Atman, our own true nature. The part of us that was never born and never dies. All the layers of the being, of your being at peace and rest. And the next time that you inhale, just let that inhale fill the center of the heart. Really draw the breath into the heart center. Release it away when it's ready. Begin to move that Anamaya Kosha again, that outer layer of the body. Just let the fingers wiggle, the toes stretch, whatever feels nice to bring you back to movements. Transitioning back to your seated pose. Taking an easy, comfortable seat. Now that the body's warm, you can do a deeper pose if you would like, and just be at more ease in your seated pose. And take your first two fingers to your third eye chakra, between the eyebrows, resting there. It's fine to turn your head slightly towards that hand, and also find to support your elbow. Close the left side of your nose lightly and inhale from the right. Exhale to the left. Again, right inhale. Left exhale. Same way, right to left, breathe in. Gentle with your nose. And breathe out to the left. To the other side with the other arm. Lightly engage your mula bandha and your uddiyana bandha. And breathe in left side. Breathe out right side. Inhale left. Exhale right. Once more. Let both hands take that gesture of non-separateness. Lengthen your spine and your arms. Tuck your chin. Breathe deeply through both sides. So the exhale is going to naturally create a contraction at the mula. Let it. Finish the breath in your belly. One more time. Inhale deeply, slowly. Up to collarbones. Exhale deeply, slowly down to the root of the body. As you squeeze out that last bit of exhale, the perineum will engage slightly. Just bring the belly, the breath into the fire center of the belly to finish it. Let your hands come together. Have a quiet moment. May peace and peace and peace be everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, for trying some new things. It's the perfect time to sit with your meditation practice.
Thank you, Blossom.
Thank you, Blossom. Was wonderful.